Amazing America 250, New England Pride, sponsored by Washington Trust, the original chimney sweep, New Car Toyota, and New Car Hyundai of North Kingstown.
Well, just a short drive from downtown Coventry sits the Nathanael Greene Homestead.
Yeah, NBC 10's Abby Buttacavoli shows us how they're preserving the legacy of Rhode Island's famous Revolutionary War general.
Nestled above the Pawtuxet River here in Coventry stands a house that has witnessed some of the most pivotal moments in American history.
We have 50 acres of land. There's over 4 miles of hiking trails. There's a family cemetery. He is not buried there, but his brother and the rest of the descendants are, so there's a lot to see and a lot to learn. This is a historic house museum in honor of General Nathanael Greene.
Known as Spell Hall, the Nathanael Greene Homestead was built in 1770 by a young ironmaster named Nathanael Greene.
He was one of Rhode Island's most famous generals, and he's the one who actually more or less brings the American Revolution to an end. His family is from Pawtuxet near Goddard Park. His birth house does still stand to this day, but this is the house his brother and himself build as he's taking over his father's business.
At the time, Greene managed the nearby Coventry Iron Works, where ship anchors and chains were produced for colonial commerce.
This is kind of where he learns his logistical skills that bring him to be the general he is during the American Revolution.
The operation played an important role in the region's economy.
Here, when he's running the family business, he has 100 paid employees that live here. Welcome to the homestead.
But this home, now full of period-furnished rooms and Greene family artifacts, became known for more than just industry.
And when you walk into the house, you almost get the feeling that the Greenes have just stepped out.
Greene believed education was important, even though his own formal schooling was limited. He invited a teacher into the house to educate local children, earning the home its nickname, Spell Hall.
This is a beautiful reproduction of an 18th century Bible. There's a lot to see and a lot to learn.
Just a few years after moving in, Greene married Catherine Katie Littlefield and envisioned a quiet life here in Coventry.
She was the love of his life.
But history had other plans. Following the battles of Lexington and Concord in 1775, Greene rose through the ranks of the Rhode Island militia and soon became one of George Washington's most respected generals.
He was a gentleman I kind of think was ahead of his times. You know, he came from a Quaker family, and a lot of what he did to help fight for all of us to get our freedom kind of went outside of his religious belief and family belief. While
Greene eventually left Rhode Island to continue his military career, the homestead remained in the Greene family for more than a century.
So you're welcome to look around the grounds. We're open dawn to dusk 7 days a week.
After falling into disrepair, local preservationists formed the Nathanael Greene Homestead Association in 1919 and restored the property, opening as an interactive museum in 1924.
To me, to make sure that we can maintain that and have future guests here, hopefully 100 years from now, still being able to come check out this great place, that's an honor to me.
The Nathanael Greene Homestead was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972 and remains one of Rhode Island's most historic Revolutionary War sites. For Amazing America 250 New England Pride, I'm Abby Buttacavoli.